You know, I was planning on making this video in the morning before I had to get ready for school, but honestly, I should just try getting my reaction for episode 8 of X-Men 97 since I had to do a homework after I filmed my Bad Batch series finale reaction because I think I may have just gotten spoiled on a certain character popping up in episode 8. So with that being said, right now it's 5:58 and I need to get ready around like 6:30, so I'm gonna try and make this quick and short, hopefully. But anyways, let's get on to business, shall we? And also, forgive me for the messy hair. I have a hood on just to cover it as I just woke up, but we're just gonna have to roll with it, I guess. Oh, welcome back to another video on the channel. So, last year I made a video similar like this where I talked about my top 10 most anticipated movies for the summer of 2023. I figured why not I do it again, but for summer 2024. And I do have a list, but here's what I've come to realize. I would have trouble trying to figure out the reason why I'm excited for them and what are my expectations with them. And as I mentioned earlier, as I'm going to try to make this quick and short so I can catch the bus on time, I'm just going to go off why I have them on my list and somewhat try to explain why I'm excited for them. Although the top 3, I may be yapping very long about why I'm excited, especially for number 1. But anyways, with that being said, let's get down to my top 10 most anticipated movies for the summer of 2024. And my lord, what is up with my Okay, let's get on with the video. Now, originally I did have Kraven the Hunter on this list, but sadly that movie got delayed to December 13th of 2024. At least it's still coming this year, but like, are you freaking kidding me? God, that pisses me off. Why the hell did they delay Kraven? Because now that I can't have that on my list because that's coming out around Christmas time. That was gonna come out August 30th. Well, technically we would have gotten it around October 6th if it weren't for the actors and writers strike at the time. But yeah, sadly that's not on my list anymore. I had to put another movie that is coming out in the summer, and my mom is excited for this, but it is a bit I don't know. You've seen a trailer reaction as I did it for a double trailer reaction, and that would be Twisters. I definitely recall seeing the first movie, but what I do know about this is that my mom is a huge fan of Twisters. Apparently, she's seen the movie like a bajillion times, and then once I found out they were making a sequel, I informed her about it, and she has same actors, and I told her that they probably wouldn't bring the same actors. I mean, technically, this is supposed to be a sequel slash reboot. Twisters, I mean. So, yeah, I'm wondering if my mom will enjoy it, but I've seen the trailer at least too many times in theaters now, and yeah, all I can say is that despite being afraid of tornadoes, because that's one of the natural disasters I am terrified of or more fascinated with. I don't know. Maybe it's tsunamis I'm more scared of. But all I can say is that I'm pumped to check this movie out around July 19th. Coming number 9 for me is Furiosa and Mad Max Saga. I've seen the trailers. I enjoyed the recent trailer we have gotten for the movie. Now, I don't know jack squat about Mad Max. I mean, my grandparents are actually pretty excited for this, as I've come to learn as I've been seeing the Spider-Man movies with them. Mainly my grandma. My grandpa's been seeing different movies because he's not into Spider-Man, or he's not into the Spider-Man movies. All I can guess is that this is taking place in like an apocalyptic world or something, and there's just I don't know. I definitely need to do my research before going into this, but all I know is that this is somewhat supposed to be a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road that came out 9 years ago. I don't even know how many movies there are, but let me try to just say why I'm intrigued to check this out, because yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I mean, he's got Anna Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth in the movie. Oh, but I'm more intrigued just to see Chris Hemsworth as a villain in this movie. Like, the first time we've seen him in the trailer, you cannot recognize him because he's got like a fake nose going on. But from the recent trailer, he looks to be having a blast with this villain role. So yeah, I want to see how he's gonna pull it off, just being a villain in this movie, since we've barely seen him just kick ass in other movies. I don't think I've ever seen him play a villain before, so this may be his first time playing a villain. I could be wrong there, but yeah. Who knows? This movie could surprise me and end up being on my surprising movie list of 2024 or something. Something like that. But yeah, I'm going to try to see this movie in IMAX in about 23 days. As I was supposed to make this video, like, last night, but I couldn't make it in time. As soon as it hit 10, I had to immediately go to bed, as I have set a curfew for myself, which is why I'm making this video in the morning, which, okay, 6:05. Alright, we're on the clock here, so yeah, I got Furiosa Mad Max Saga on my on number 9. And coming number 8 for me is A Quiet Place Day 1. Both my mom and grandma are not too pleased about this. I was surprised that my mom had the same reaction that my Nana would react. Now, once my Nana saw this trailer in theaters when we went to go see Spider-Man, she didn't react the same as my mom, but like they both are just, I mean, the way my mom reacted, she just was not too pleased about it, which caught me off guard. I don't know, but now, I'm not into like end of the world type movies, but I don't know what's up with the Quiet Place movies, because I recall seeing one of them in theaters, which would be part 2, and that was a pretty good theater experience. But overall, I guess I'm intrigued to see how the world came to an end in other locations. I thought that, like, I don't know, I guess I'm intrigued with the lore behind A Quiet Place. I mean, I enjoyed both movies. I liked part 1, but part 2, I would say, is probably a superior sequel, I think. I want to know when we're getting part 3, though. But in the meantime, we got Quiet Place Day 1, which should be thrilling, as I'm going to have to be very quiet when this movie is out in theaters, June 28th, 2024. But yeah, all I can say is that I'm intrigued with the lore and just what happened in other locations in the Quiet Place universe, because in New York City, yeah, y'all New Yorkers are screwed once these things come crashing down on, like, I don't know, just, I know it's definitely going to be an intense movie for me to see in theaters. But yeah, it's going on number 8 for me. Coming number 7 for me is the Garfield movie, which is also coming on the same day as Furiosa. Oh, which movie might have to check out on May 24th? Crap! Chaos Theory is coming on that day. How am I gonna film reactions? But anyways, let me get this out of the way. I have to be a fan of cats, and I have to be a fan of Garfield. And Garfield still happens to be a cat, so yeah, that's both worlds, I guess. But as much as I would love for another live-action Garfield movie, this is what I've come to realize in the past recent years. Animation is just the way to go. And I know that Garfield's based off of like a little mini comic series or something, but overall, whether it's live-action or animated, it's a Garfield movie. I am to be a fan of Garfield. So all I can say is that I'm just excited to check out this new Garfield movie, especially since Chris Pratt is voicing him, which Chris Pratt has impressed me with him voicing Mario last year, so I'm willing to give him a shot with Garfield. Not to say that I was like hesitant. I was shocked to find out that he's voicing Mario and Garfield. What the heck? So yeah, I'm really pumped to see this movie come on the same day as Furiosa, because both Furiosa and Garfield are coming out on May 24th of 2024. Coming number 6 for me is Inside Out 2. For years now, like around like probably 2016, I'm guessing, I would see this fan-made trailer, and the thumbnail, oh my god, it's quite inappropriate, because rarely, I'm not even gonna go full detail, you probably know what I'm talking about. For a while now, I'd be annoyed with fan-made trailers. I got like a thing with that I'm just not a fan of fan-made trailers, except for one particular fan-made trailer. But no, I'm just relieved that we actually have a sequel, so I don't have to see that fake thumbnail. Then again, I don't think I've even watched. No, I probably watched it around a couple years ago. I don't know, but I'm honestly shocked we even got a sequel, but a bit relieved because now, again, I don't have to see that fake thumbnail. We're like, oh, Inside Out 2, when really, we do have a sequel coming out this June. I definitely enjoyed the first movie 9 years ago, and I'm intrigued to see how they're gonna pull off with this one, since Riley's now gonna be a teenager, as she's 13 years old. As it had been 2 years since she, the events of the first movie, because she was 11 years old at the time. Also, I could say the same for Moana 2, for like, oh, finally, don't have to see fake trailers. Although, for the fake trailer for Moana 2, it was Moana goes to New York City. I'm like, what the fuck? I still can't believe we're getting Moana 2 this year. That totally caught us off guard. But yeah, I'm excited to check out Inside Out 2. That's hitting theaters June 14th, 2024. Want to know what other movie sequel I would like to see? Incredibles 3. I want to know a Pixar sequel that my brother would like to see? Cars 4. So, Pixar, I know you're making Toy Story 5, which totally unnecessary, but okay, let's see how you pull that off. But, in the meantime, why don't you try to make Incredibles 3 and Cars 4? 4 for my brother, 3 for me. So we can have an Incredibles trilogy. Now, number 5 would have been Kraven the Hunter, but since that got delayed to Christmas this year, I'd swap it out with The Fall Guy that I'm actually going to be seeing later today because there happens to be an early screening for it. So what are the reasons for why I'm excited to check this out? One's directed by the same director that brought us Bullet Train. That happened to surprise me and become one of my favorite movies of 2022, as it was peak cinema, and I expect this to be the same. And the second reason, Ryan Gosling's in it. He's literally me. I'll say the trailers have been hit or miss, but hey, I'm excited to check this movie out. Looks to be filled with full of action, comedy, and romance. Why did they did that? All right. Oh, another reason. Emily Blunt's in this movie, but yeah, just 3 reasons I can think of. Emily Blunt's in it, Ryan Gosling's in it, and that's the same director that brought us Bullet Train. And I probably shouldn't have too high expectations, but I'm expecting this to be big cinema, just like Bullet Train, since it was made by the same director. So, yeah, let's get it. And I'm gonna try to film a movie vlog later today if I can. I don't know when you'll see it. Actually, you'll most likely see it on Friday since I don't want to post any spoilers. But yeah, I'm gonna be checking this out later tonight, so stay tuned. Coming number 4 for me is Despicable Me 4. I'm shocked to find out that we're getting a 4th movie then again. Not that surprised, but hey, I'm bummed for it. What's also shocking is that Gru is now a dad. Well, he was already a dad, but he's got a baby in this movie. And, which, I'm not gonna go there. Nope, I'm not gonna joke about that. I will say this, would have been a cool crossover, but technically it's impossible. No, you know what, they could try to pull this off. I mean, DreamWorks owns both Illumination and DreamWorks. And what crossover am I talking about? Gru versus Megamind, because the voice actor for Megamind, Will Ferrell, is voicing the main villain for this movie, and when you think about it, Gru is going up against Megamind. So I can't even picture the main villain of this movie, because now in the back of my head that's Will Ferrell. I'm just going to be imagining him as Megamind. I didn't even know Will Ferrell was in this movie, which makes it pretty exciting. But yeah, I've loved the Despicable Me movies, and yeah, I'm about to check out what they have in store for the 4th one. Sadly, I don't think Dru's coming back, because then he went full villain mode at the end of 3 to continue the family tradition. I don't know. I hope we see him in this movie, which I sadly doubt. But yeah, I'm excited to check out Despicable Me 4 in theaters July 3rd, 2024. Coming number 3 for me is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I'm a little disappointed with what I had in my top 10 most anticipated movies for 2024, because wait, did I have this on my... I don't even know if I had this on my top 10 list. I don't know. I feel like I could have swapped this out with another movie on this list, as I've seen pretty much half of most of my anticipated movies for this year. I've seen Dune Part 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, Ghostbusters 4, and Godzilla X Kong, which, is that hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's about 6 more movies I gotta see off of my top 10 list, but I don't know. What I know when I go see this movie is that this movie's gonna end up on my best movies of 2024, because, I mean, this does look visually stunning, but no, I can already see a mile away that this movie's getting a 5-star rating from me. I mean, I didn't know how much people loved the Planet of the Apes movies, nor about the part where they said, oh, it's one of the greatest trilogies ever made and all that. I just recall liking them. I mean, the 3rd one I was mixed on, but I'm planning on rewatching all of them and doing a triple movie review, because that's going to do me a huge favor. But yeah, I've seen the trailers, except for the final one. I'm avoiding watching that because final trailers give away too much. And this movie looks to be pretty freaking awesome. I will say that right off the bat. Now I'm just realizing this. Is this suddenly the year of monkeys? Because we got Godzilla X Kong. Kong happens to be a giant ape. We got Monkey Man that just came out recently, which pretty badass, by the way. Definitely go check it out in theaters, even though it's on digital now. Now we're getting Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which also happens to be a movie full of apes. And I know ape isn't a monkey, but they're technically monkeys. What is going on in 2024? But jokes aside, though, yeah, I'm definitely pumped to check this movie out next Wednesday, as I'm gonna try to see this early, because there's also an early screening for this. But I'm definitely gonna be seeing this in IMAX. Coming up second for me is Bad Boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I can't believe we're getting a 4th movie. I recall 3C Films bringing this up, but I didn't think that okay, we're getting a 4th movie. I remember 3C Films bringing this up, and I was like, okay, we're getting a 4th movie. And then the years went by, and I'm thinking, we're probably not gonna get it. Especially after the whole Will Smith slap thing that happened at the Oscars, but I'm glad we're getting a 4th movie, because I love Bad Boys. And yeah, as I brought this up probably countless of times, I'm going to be seeing this movie with the boys once my brother gets here, and once I've kidnapped Gabe, so we can both go see this in theaters. In IMAX. We're going to try seeing this in IMAX. And I just realized I could have put The Crow on here, because I was quite intrigued to check that out, but I know not many people are pumped about it and all that, so I don't know. This was hard trying to make this list, because, I mean, yeah, I'm overall excited to see certain movies, but I wanted to pick out 10 worthy movies, and the 10th one, I got to swap that out with any other summer movie that I could think of, but the only one I can think of. Plus, who knows? Just may be thrilling. Maybe another surprise for me. But yeah, Miami's finest are now Miami's most wanted, which I'm guessing they get framed for a crime they didn't commit. I know this movie's gonna be hilarious as hell as the first 3 movies, but I'm definitely intrigued to see how our bad boys are gonna have to get out of this because they're on the run. So yeah, I would see this on Thursday night, but as I've said, I'm waiting until my brother and until we get Gabe, not actually kidnap them, but still, I'm waiting until we get the boys just to watch this so we could recreate what we did 4 years ago when we went to go see Bad Boys 3. And yeah, I'm gonna do everything in my power to recreate that pick I made 4 years ago that day. But anyways, coming number 1 for me. It should not be a surprise. I even made it clear in the freaking thumbnail when I included Deadpool and Wolverine posters, which, yeah, that's the one movie I'm excited the most that's coming out this summer. Marvel Studios' Deadpool Wolverine. Now, this movie, I can yap as long as I can for why I'm so freaking excited for this movie, but shoot, I have 7 minutes left, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up. For a while now, once I heard that Deadpool would be coming to the MCU and that it would be the first rated R movie, I was like, oh, okay, alright, we're getting our first rated R movie. Deadpool's coming to the MCU? This should be exciting. So yeah, I was definitely excited about it, hearing what was going on with Deadpool 3. But once I heard that Hugh Jackman was coming back, oh, my hype level was at like it was at a decent hype level. Like, oh yeah, I'm excited to check this out. But once I heard that Hugh Jackman was coming back as Wolverine, my hype went through the freaking roof. Because one, I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine happens to be one of my favorite X-Men. And seeing him die on screen when I saw Logan in theaters, my god, I was sobbing like a baby. And it's crazy to think that it's now been 7 years since I've seen Hugh Jackman as Wolverine on the big screen. I'm still shocked that I even saw that movie in theaters, but hey, I guess I trippy honor that I had seen one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, which that I still have trouble trying to believe. I can now see why Spider-Man 2 is one of the best comic book movies of all time. Logan, I'm slightly still having trouble trying to understand why, because there's some stuff that just didn't work for me, but at least I know how Logan died exactly. Now for this Wolverine, it's of course a variant. They're not touching the Logan from Logan, but still though, like, no, this movie's gonna make $1 billion at the box office just for Hugh Jackman being in it. I mean, this image alone will make this movie gain $1 billion. It'll probably gain $2 billion if Taylor Swift is freaking in it, which, yeah, if she is actually in it, all the Swifties are gonna come crashing in the movie theaters. And Patricia will be pleased to know about it. And I did tell her that she may like Fall Guy because Ryan Gosling is singing some songs from Taylor Swift. But it's kind of crazy for me to think that I'm actually excited for an MCU movie that is going to be the first rated R movie in the MCU. I don't know. There's so many reasons I could come up with, think of why I'm excited. Like, God, I need July to get here fast. Ferrari and May, just don't marmite. I mean, seeing that first teaser trailer where the TVA just hijack Wade from his universe, and Wade just interacting with the TVA, just basically in anything MCU, like, I'm sorry, like, seeing all that go down was blowing my mind, and I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy. What is this? This is actually happening. Deadpool's coming to the MCU. Now, I could say I'm excited to see what cameos they have in store for this movie, as this will be like the No Way Home for the Fox universe. But I'm just excited to see Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, which I'm going to see him on the big screen again after 7 years. Like, just, dude, I can't. Oh my god. I just can't wait for this movie to come out. I need it now, and I gotta see this in IMAX. I must have that theater experience again, like I did with No Way Home. And I'm gonna definitely try to get an IMAX ticket. If my dad's not able to get IMAX tickets, I will stay up late and make sure I get a damn ticket to see it in IMAX. Because I'll tell you this, tickets will definitely be sold out immediately as soon as they're on sale for Deadpool Wolverine, which will be by June next month. But like I said, I could go on, talk about Deadpool Wolverine, but right now I have 3 minutes left, so I'm gonna just end it here and just say that I'm excited for this movie. I can't wait for this, and yeah, let's go. I'm gonna have to bleep those out, but Dad, if you're watching this, I know I'm an adult, and just I'm gonna want to have your permission just to maybe slightly swear for my movie vlog for Deadpool Wolverine, because it's kind of in character with Deadpool and sort of Wolverine, because Deadpool says a lot of F-bombs. Not to say I'll say a bunch of F-bombs, but just, I mean, I know I bleep out most of my cuss words, mainly the S-bomb, but just, I'm granting permission, because I'm like, trying to get on my Deadpool personality and stuff. Okay, so though, all I can say is that I'm just excited for Deadpool Wolverine. It's going #1. It's not only my most anticipated movie for the summer, it's overall my most anticipated movie of this year. And then, once that's out, my next most anticipated movie for 2024 will be Sonic Movie 3. Which, by the way, when the hell are we getting the damn trailer? We should be getting it at least sometime this week, I hope. Are we getting it this week? Please tell me we're getting it this week. And with that being said, those are just my top 10 most anticipated movies for the summer of 2024. Please share in the thoughts, comments down below. What is your top 10 most anticipated movies for the summer of 2024? And yeah, I guess my next video will be my top 10 most anticipated movies for the rest of 2024. And I know that technically Deadpool Wolverine's still gonna be on #1 because, like, I'll make that video around, like, the end of June. Since we've already 6 months down, we got 6 more to go. I just realized that Deadpool Wolverine's still gonna be at #1. But unfortunately, my time is up, I now gotta go get ready for school. I'm gonna try to end this during class periods. Appropriate class periods, of course, Dad, if you're watching this. I'm gonna try to edit this and post it ASAP. Today's gonna be a long-ass day for me. But yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.